Hey guys, today is Tuesday, April 5th. I forgot to say May the 4th be with you yesterday. It was everywhere out there, so if you're a Star Wars fan, that was a biggie yesterday. All right, so today we are going to do factoring. I wish, like anything, we could do this together because it helps me if I can see your eyes and see if you're understanding, if I need to go slower or faster. So, what I'm going to tell you is take notes. If it didn't make sense, pause, rewind, watch it again. You can call me, you can text me, you can ask me questions. You can look in Aztec or Essential Ed for more information, or you can even do YouTube and find some more. So, we're going to do this is kind of like phase one of factoring. All right. So right here we have x times x. Whenever something's in the parentheses and this is butt up against it, there's no sign right here. It means multiplication. So we're going to say x times x. Well, hopefully you remember we talked about this, I think even yesterday. X times x is x squared. So here we have 2 times x. 2 times x is 2x. Now here we have 4 plus 2 in the parentheses. We always solve what's inside the parentheses if it's possible, and that is possible to solve. 4 plus 2 is 6. So right now we know that's what's in parentheses. The 2 is butt up against the parentheses, so it means multiplication, and 2 times 6 is 12. Now this next one, we have x plus 2 in the parentheses. Well, that is not solvable. We can't put those together. So that means we're going to take the 2 and distribute it to each one separately. So 2 times x is 2x, just like we had up here, 2 times x. And 2 times 2 is 4. So it's 2x plus 4. And that's where I would stop, nothing more. Okay, if you didn't get that, rewind, do it again. Okay, now, how about you try these? So press pause, and I'll see you back here in a minute. Okay, I really hope you press pause. If you didn't, I think you should go back and do it again. But here we go. X plus 4. I cannot put those together. So I take this 3 and I multiply it to the x, and I multiply it to the 4. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 4 is 12. That's it. Okay, here, 7 plus 5, I can solve that. I can say 7 plus 5 is 12, and I can put the 4 on the outside. And 4 times 12, 4 dozen donuts is 48. Here, 8 minus 1 is 7, times 6. 6 times 7 is 42. X minus 7, I can't put that together, so I have to take 3 and times it to x, and 3 and times it to 7. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 7 is negative 21. So, or minus 21. So I have 3x minus 21 or 3x negative 21. Okay, on this one, I hope you realize that, hey, I can put these together. X plus x is 2x. Can't do anything with that. That's all in parentheses, and then I times it by 2. Well, 2 times 2 is 4. Bring the x along. So 2 times 2x is 4x. That would be like me saying two groups. I have 2 zebras in 2 places. So I have 2 zebras here, 2 zebras there, so I have 4 zebras. I don't know if that helps, but that's what it really means. And then 2 times a negative 2 is a negative 4. And that would be how you would put that together. All right. Let's do some more. A little more practice. Press pause, and I'll see you back here again. Okay, so before, if you remember right here, they were all just whole numbers. Now we've got a little more complicated. So now I'm going to say, can I do anything with x minus 2? No. So now I'm going to say x times x and then x times negative 2. Well, x times x is x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. And that would be it. Okay, x plus 1 are inside the parentheses, and I can't do anything with them. So now I'm going to come here and multiply. Now this might help you, since there's a 2, it might help you to understand that this is 1. Because think about it, I have a pen. I could say I have one pen. Most of us just say I have a pen. But I could say I have one pen. It's just like I have an X. Well, I have one X. So what we're going to do is we're going to say 2 times 1 is 2. X times x is x squared. That takes care of this much, but now the 2x needs to come to the 1. And this is together, so it's 2x times 1. So 2 times 1 is 2. Bring the x along. If that didn't make sense, press pause, watch it again. Okay, I don't know what this dot is out here, so we're going to scratch that out. 5 minus 3 I can put together. 5 minus 3 is 2. 3x times 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. Bring the x along. So that's 6x. Here, x plus 2, I can't combine. Once again, if it helps you, like we talked about up there, I can pretend that this is a 1. 2 times 1 is 2. X times x is x squared. So right now I have 2x squared plus 2 times 2 is 4. Bring the x along, 4x. Okay, and this one, hopefully you realize, hey, I can put 5 plus 3 together, so I have 8 plus x times by 4x. So 4 times 8 is 32. Bring the x along. And then remember, we could call this a 1. 4 times 1 is 4. X times x is x squared. Okay. Oops, I think I skipped a page, guys. Yep. All right. Now we're going to get a little more complicated. So if you didn't understand that before, the stuff we just did, rewind, look at it, think about it. All right. Here we have what we've been doing. We have 3 times x plus 4. And we know how to do this now. We've been practicing it. 3 times x is 3x. And 3 times 4 is 12. And here we have x times x, which is x squared, and x times 4, which is 4x. Okay, you're good at that. But now we're going to do this. Look what we have up here. We have a 3 here and a 3 here. We have an x here and an x here. And both of them are multiplied by x plus 4. X plus 4. So this is like showing you steps. So let's see what we've got here. What I need to do is I need to take this x and I need to multiply it to here and I need to multiply it by here. So what I'm really doing is I'm pretending the 3 doesn't exist. And I'm just saying x times x plus 4, which if you look, is what we just did. Okay? So x times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. Okay? Now, we're done with the x. We did that. It went to both places. So in theory, we're done with that. Now I've got to take this 3, and I've got to times it to the x, and I've got to times it to the 4. Just like we did up here. It's like now all of a sudden the x is missing. Now every teacher teaches this different, the way you write it. But I like to say, okay, so we're going to do this right now. I like to say 3 times x is 3x, and I like to put it right underneath. A lot of teachers teach you to write it right beside, which is fine. I like to write it right underneath because in a minute we're going to add everything up. And then 3 times 4, because this 3 needs to multiply the 4, is 12. So right now this is what I have. And then I just draw a line. This is the way I was taught. X squared plus nothing here is x squared. 4x plus 3x is 7x. Nothing here plus 12 is 12. So there we go. We have it. X squared plus 7x plus 12. Okay, here's another one. Let me see if I give you a sample. If you want, try this. Press pause, try this one, and I'll see you back here in a second. Okay, normally you would not see these two steps. This is all you would see. But I'm trying to kind of work you into it. So if you want, you could do it this way right now to kind of get used to it. So I hope you didn't just do this problem. I really messed up on this problem. I didn't realize, I think this was supposed to be a 2. Okay, we'll call this null and void for all of you that struggled on this problem because I told you to pause. I am so sorry. So sorry. That was a big mix up on my part. All right, let's do another one. M minus 3, M plus 4. I know this one's right. Press pause, try it. If you need it separate, this is what it would look like. Okay, I will see you back here in a minute. Okay, I hope you press pause. If you needed to do it this way, that's fine. You could have said M times M is M squared. M times 4 is 4M. And then you could have said negative 3 times M is negative 3M. Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12. Or you could have done it over here. I'm going to take this M and I'm going to multiply it to here and to here. M times M is M squared. M times a positive 4 is 4M. Now remember, we're going to go here to here now. We're done with this M. It's all done. Negative 3 times M. Negative 3M. Negative 3 times 4 minus 12. This is why I like writing it up and down because look, I've got an M squared. There's nothing else to add to it. 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1, but we usually don't write the 1, we just write M. It's positive because I have more than I owe. I have 4, I owe you 3, so I still have 1. Minus 12. And that's what it should look like. If you didn't press pause on this one, if you didn't already do this one, please do this one. This one comes out a little bit different. Okay, I hope you press pause, and here we are back. So we're not going to take the baby steps anymore. If you need to do that and write it off to the side, that's absolutely fine, but we're not going to do that anymore. We're just going to go straight from here to here and here to here. So x times x is x squared. X times negative 4 is negative 4x. Done with the x, and so now the 4 multiplies here and the 4 multiplies here. So 4 times x is 4x, and 4 times negative 4 is negative 16. X squared. Uh-oh, this is weird. I owe you $4, and I found $4 in my wallet. I give you the 4, guess what? I don't owe you any money, but I don't have any more money. Does that make sense? I owe 4 and I have 4. My debt is wiped out. So I don't have any more x's. All I have is x squared and a minus 16. Whenever you see something that looks like this, like for instance, it could be, x squared plus, no, it could be, it could be x squared minus 9. It could be x squared minus 25. Any of these that look like this, that means you had a positive and a negative of the same number. Because look right here. If I did this one, and this is what we're going to do in a second, we're going to do the opposite. That's what it would look like. So anytime you're missing the middle, you know that you had a positive and negative of the same number. Okay, now this is probably the way the GED will ask you the question. What is the product of x plus 2 times x minus 4? All they're asking you to do is take a question like this and solve it. So all I'm asking you to do is pretend you don't see this and do just like we did on the other page, and then pick which one is equal to what your work came out to. So right now, press pause and see what you get. Okay, so when I do this problem, I'm going to ignore this. I'm going to do the problem. Okay, so x times x is x squared. X times negative 4 is negative 4x. 2 times x is 2x. And 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Add up. I've got an x squared. I have a negative 4 and a positive 2. I owe you $4. I have $2 in my pocket. Do I have enough to pay you? I only have 2, but I owe you 4. No, I don't have enough to pay you. I'm actually short $2. And then minus 8. Which one looks like this? You see that? They're the same. So when you see a question like this on the GED, you'll go, oh, I know how to do it. Here's another one. So go ahead and press pause and give it a shot, and I'll see you back here in a minute. Okay, so hopefully you took your problem and you worked it out. And you said x times x is x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. Done with the x. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. And negative 2 times negative 2, positive 4. I have x squared here. I owe $2, and I owe another $2. I borrowed $2 from you on Monday. I borrowed $2 from you on Tuesday. How much do I owe you on Wednesday? $4. Which one looks like this? They all look close, so be careful. Right there. Okay, hopefully you're getting the hang of it. Okay, so now, this is opposite. Before, we had the factors and we solved. Here, we're finding out which one of these factors will give you x squared minus x minus 6. Okay, there's a couple ways to do it, but one of the easiest ways is just to work these problems because we've learned how to do that. So if I take this first one, all I did was rewrite this and do what we've been doing. X times x is x squared. X times negative 1 is negative 1x, or I should have probably just wrote negative x. Done with the x. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Now remember, I need it to look like this. I kind of want to stop right here. I don't even want to do any more work. I don't want to go through and add it because look, here's the problem. I need a negative 6. This is a negative 3. So this guy's out. So right now I'm thinking, what's going to give me a negative 6? Let's just multiply some of these numbers here. 2 times 3. Well, that's a positive 6. Negative 2 times negative 3, that's a negative 6. 2 times negative 3, that's a negative 6. And negative 6 times 1, that's a negative 6. So let's rule this one out because that was a positive 6. I need a negative 6. Do you see what I did? I just took the numbers right here and multiplied them. So hey, I ruled out 2. That helps a little bit. Now let's just pick them and see what we get. So I'm going to go with x plus 2 times x minus 3. X times x is x squared. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. I wanted that negative 6. I got it. So these look right. I just need to get, oh, would you get this? I guessed it on the first try. I got the right one. I owe 3 and I have 2. I owe 3, I give you the 2 that I have, and I'm short $1 or short an X. So look what I have. There's a match. All right. Which of the following are factors of x squared minus 3x minus 10? Your shot, go ahead and work on it, and I'll see you back here in a minute. Okay, first thing I would do is I'm going to look for which one can give me negative 10. Well, negative 2 times negative 5 is a positive 10. This guy's out. 2 times negative 5 gives me negative 10. Negative 2 times 5 gives me negative 10. So, okay, these two are in. But look, I already got rid of 1. That helps. All right, so I'm going to start with the bottom one. X minus 2, x plus 5. X times x is x squared. Hopefully you're getting so good at this, it's becoming such a routine. 5x. Done with the x. Now here, negative 2 times x is negative 2x, and negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. That negative 10 I wanted. So I have my negative 10. I have my x squared. Now the question is the middle going to give me the right thing? I have 5 and I owe 2. So I give you the 2. Guess what? I still have 3 left. That is not what I wanted. So this guy's out. So hopefully this one's going to work out. Let's try it. X times x is x squared. X times negative 5 is negative 5x. 2x. Negative 10. Negative 5x plus 2x gives me negative 3x minus 10. Oops, and I forgot my x squared. Looky there. We got a match. Okay. Here we go. If 2x plus 1 is one of the factors of 2x squared plus 7x plus 3, which of the following is the other factor? So basically what they're saying is, hey, if you put 2x plus 1 in front of each one of these, this is all they're saying, but people get all confused on the GED because of the way it's worded. Which one of them will give you this? So go ahead and pause, and I'll see you back here in a second. Okay, so we already know the trick that we're supposed to be looking for plus 3. Well, 1 times 1 is 1. This is out. 1 times 7 is 7. We need 3. This is out. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times negative 7 is negative 7. So the only one I see that's possible is this one. Hopefully that's the one you picked. But just in case, let's go ahead and check it out and see if it works. 2 times my understood 1. 2 times 1 is 2. X times x is x squared. So it went here. Now it needs to go here. So 2 times 3 is 6. Bring the x along. So 2x times 3, 6x. Done with the 2x. 1 times x is 1x. 1 times 3 is 3. I have 3 here. I have 7x. And I have 2x squared. Ta-da! Nice. Hopefully that was making sense to you. Okay, last one. The dimensions of a rectangle are x plus 3 and 2x minus 4. What's the area? Okay, first thing I would do is absolutely draw a rectangle. Okay, so it says the dimensions are these. You know what? It doesn't matter if you put the x plus 3 here and the 2x minus 4 or vice versa. It doesn't matter. You will still get the same answer. Okay, it wants to know what is the area. Well, we know area of a rectangle, we do length times width. For example, if I had a rectangle here and it was 3 by 7, we would say 7 times 3 is 21. But this is what I have. So I have to multiply these two. Wow, after doing the lesson, that doesn't look too hard. I bet if I would have put this up first, you would have been like, I can't do this. But yeah, you can. You can now do this. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to multiply here and here. So I'm going to take 2x and times it by my 1x. 2 times 1 is 2. X times x is x squared. 2x times 3 is 6x. Done with this. Negative 4 times x, negative 4x, negative 4 times 3, negative 12. I have 2x squared here. I have 6. I owe you 4. I give you 4. Guess what? I still have 2 left over. Minus 12. This, my friends, is the area of this rectangle. So, you guys, this is like phase 1 of this. So work through this, rewind, look at anything you need to again, take the quiz, ask me questions if you have any questions. I will see you back here tomorrow, and we're going to make it a little bit harder. See you then. Bye.